Yo, how's it going everybody? It's your boy Zabuu here, and today I want to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics: The Release Chronicles. Now the game comes out September 30th, 2025, and I'm super hyped, I'm super stoked to be getting it. But before we talk about why I'm going to be getting this game, let's talk a little bit about the goals for our channel. Now, I'm hoping to grow the channel a little bit more this year. So far, we're at 70 subscribers. I'm hoping to get to at least 100 by the end of the year, you know? So if you can, like the video, subscribe, comment down below. It would really help me out a lot. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So you're probably wondering, why is he buying Final Fantasy Tactics and Release Chronicles if it's not going to have any of the War of the Lions content? Now, for those of you who don't know, War of the Lions was released on the PSP. It was a re-release of Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation, but with added content for the PSP. Now, the added content that was included were the Balthier and Lucio Clemens characters, one from Final Fantasy XII, the other from Final Fantasy Tactics A2, and it had two new classes, the Onion Knight class and the Dark Knight class. Now, basically, when I bought this game as a 13-year-old, I had no idea that War of the Lions was like a souped up, like revamped version of Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation. It included voice acting and cutscenes, and I was really grateful for that because the artwork in those cutscenes were amazing, but I had no idea that it was an expansion. So when I played the game, I played it just thinking that this was Final Fantasy Tactics in its entirety. Now, fast forward 20 years from then, I appreciate Final Fantasy Tactics a lot because one is nostalgia because I played it as a little kid, but 2 and 3 is because the story is really good and the combat is super fun. Now the story of Final Fantasy Tactics is basically like playing some like Game of Thrones. There's a lot of like mystery, it's very intriguing, and it really makes you like think and wonder about like what side you're on in this, tactical strategy war game. But basically, that is supplemented, the story is supplemented through the gameplay. With the gameplay, you have just like these intricate classes and characters, you have like equipment that you have to equip to your classes and your characters, you decide how your team comp is going to be for each stage, and that is what gets you through to the next level of the game. And I thought that was amazing as a kid. And as someone who loves playing tactics games, you got Fire Emblem, you got Super Robot Wars, Final Fantasy Tactics was amazing at the time. Now you might be wondering, okay, so you're trying to play it, you're buying it because of nostalgia. No, not just because of that. I want more Final Fantasy Tactics games from Square Enix. Now, Square Enix said that this game was really hard for them to kind of remaster, They said in the interview with the director of Final Fantasy Tactics that the game was hard to remaster because they didn't have the original gold disc completed game. They had to work off of prototypes. And that's probably why it took them so long to even remaster the game. But the fact that we even have this in 2025 is like a blessing in and of itself. At least it is for me. Because when I get my hands on this thing, I'm going to be playing it 24/7. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I'm excited for this game. But also I'm super excited because if this game does well, this means that we could potentially get more Final Fantasy Tactics in the future. And that's because in this world right now, money talks. And when Square Enix sees that Tactics sales did like really well, for the Release Chronicles, it did really well, they are going to say, hey, maybe we can bank on this and give them a sequel to this game. Maybe we can do a completely new game where we remake it, remake a sequel from the bottom up, and it's not like this style. We can use like a different style. So it'd be really interesting to see them create a new Tactics game, and that's probably one of the reasons why I'm even supporting this in the first place. I could always say like, hey, I'm pissed because they don't have the War of the Lions content, and therefore I'm not going to buy this. But I like Final Fantasy Tactics. Why would I, prevent myself from playing this game just because there was, such a small part that's like missing from it? The story's still going to be the story, the gameplay is still going to be the gameplay, nothing major really changes, so that's probably why I'm super excited for this, even though there isn't any War of the Lions content. And plus, they added voice acting, they've added the Cloud and Aerith parts from the OG game are still here. So those are some of the things I'm really looking forward to in this game. And yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts on why I'm buying it, why I'm supporting it, because I want a second tactics game. I want them to create something new, but also because not having the War of the Lions content isn't like a big deal. It's only like a very small thing in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you don't want to support that, that's fine with me. Whatever is your choice, whatever you want to do. But I'm gonna get this game because I want to support them making more tactics games. And yeah, that's my thing. That's kind of what's going on. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you support Final Fantasy Tactics of Least Chronicles? Do you think, nah, it would have been better with the War of the Lions content? Or you're like, nah, I don't really care, I just want them to come out with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or I want them to come out with Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.